it's Jessica, and today I have one of my favorite videos I think I've ever filmed, and I'm just excited because it's something I've been kind of mentally planning for quite a while. You guys know that me and my fiance Tyler travel all the time, and over the past few years of traveling with him and traveling a lot, I've really kind of pared down what I feel like are complete and absolute essentials when it comes to traveling. Things that you want to have to be able to organize yourself when you're packing, but also things that are just gonna make traveling easier for you in general. So this is something that I feel like I'll need to update and film this type of video probably every year, just because I'm growing as a traveler and as a packer and as an organizer, if you will. And so, you know, I'm constantly changing and adjusting the way that I do things, which those are things that I want to be able to share with you guys too. But as of right now, these are my kind of traveling tips for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. The first tip that I have, and it might sound so simple, but when you are packing, whether it's for a weekend or for a week or 3 weeks, pick one pair of stud earrings that you absolutely adore that would go with virtually every outfit, and just bring those. There are so many times that when I'm packing like jewelry to go with outfits, I end up packing like 6 or 7 pairs of earrings, and I end up wearing like 1 or 2 of them. You don't need that many. The reality is most people are not noticing what's on your ears anyway. Now it's different if it's like a special event or something like that where you're wearing, you know, a black tie thing and you want different types of earrings. But if it's kind of like if you're going to Europe and you're traveling for a week or 2, you don't need a bunch of different types of earrings. One of my favorites are these ones that I picked up at Target a long time ago, and they're just these cubic zirconian, or I never know how to say that word, just these big old diamond studs, and they go with everything. They blend right in. They would work with silver or gold or color or anything, and I love them. They're big, so they still catch the light in a really pretty way, but they're not super obvious, but I still feel more put together. Along with that, if you're going somewhere that's cold, just pick one scarf. I always want to bring, like, I'm going to Chicago here soon, I always want to bring like 4 scarves. I don't need 4 scarves. I need one to keep me warm that can go with everything. This is one of my favorites that I picked up at WH Base or Bass and Company. I never remember what it's called, but it was at an outlet mall near me, and I just love it. It's plaid, which is in style, but it's like dark blue and white or black and white, whatever it is, and it can kind of go with every outfit, but it's also warm, so it serves many, many purposes. The same goes for lip gloss. One of my favorites that I love to travel with is this Bella Pierre Super Lip Gloss, and it's in the shade Vanilla Pink. And I like it because it's not only glossy, but it also adds some color to my lips. So I can just bring this and no other lip product, and I don't need a liner, and I don't really need a mirror to put this on, but it still makes me look a lot more put together without having to pack 3 or 4 different lip products. So when it comes to the rest of your makeup, that's like a whole nother video. But for me, one of my struggles is lip products, and I need to get better about bringing 1, maybe 2. And this is one of my favorite kind of all-encompassing lip products. And it smells really good too. That's a win. Another packing and traveling essential is some sort of clear bag. If you're going to be flying a lot, there was a time when I was just using the quart-size bag that they say to use, like a Ziploc, but they would get really gross, and then I would just be wasting them and throwing them away at the end of a trip. I finally invested like $3 at a Big Lots in one of these clear bags. They also sell them online where they're TSA approved, but really if it's about this size and you can see through it, it's gonna be fine. And what I like about it is that it's easily washable. I can wipe it down. I was able to wipe out the inside, the outside, all of that, and keep it clean, but it's reusable and I'm not wasting. And I just feel like my products are just a little bit more protected in here, especially since, you know, sometimes it's an aerosol hairspray that could get punctured, or shampoo that could spill all over everything. It's a lot more secure in here, so it's not getting on the clothes and the rest of the items in my, my luggage. Another essential, which is a new essential for me, if you are flying, especially if it's a long flight, invest in like a travel blanket set type of thing. This I bought on HauteLook for like $10. They always have cute travel things on there. And it says, what does it say? Upgrade me. But it's zipped up like a pillow, and you can carry it, you can hook it onto your luggage, whatever you want. But it's just like a pillow, but you can unzip it, if I can, and it's a complete blanket. And you don't even have to fold it up to get it back in here. You can literally just stuff it back in, which is what I did. And it's completely a blanket. It even has a pocket at the very bottom to tuck your feet into. Is that not adorable? Because my feet get crazy cold. Even for road trips, these are great because I always get cold in the car, and that way you're not playing the battle with the heat and the air conditioner with the driver. You can just have your own blanket and be good to go. But I love that it also doubles as a pillow, and you can kind of carry it around with the handle. I just love it. I think I'm very proud of that $10 investment I made. Another essential, I think, is a laundry bag of some kind. I have found myself numerous times when I'm traveling, Tyler will have thought to bring like a laundry bag for his laundry, but I didn't think to bring one for mine. But these are Ted Baker ones, and I got them on HauteLook seriously for like, I want to say this set was like $15, and it's like a set of 3, and I'm sure originally it was crazy expensive because that is not a cheap brand. But it came with a bunch of different things. This just says keep together, and so you could put like your undergarments in here or your bathing suit, whatever. This one is a little bit bigger, and it's a drawstring, and it says it's a small world after all, so like maybe small things. Again, it could be undergarments, socks, whatever. And then this one is even bigger, and it says wash upon a star. And this would be, you know, like for your dirty laundry. But for me, like, it's just helpful to keep it separate. That way, if I'm traveling from one hotel to another, I can tell maybe what undergarments have been worn and what hasn't. I'm just kind of keeping them separate, a little more organized, a little bit more clean. So I really loved this set and couldn't believe how cheap it was on HauteLook. But anything like that, they sell all kinds of little bags. You could use anything for your laundry, but just bringing something to keep your dirty laundry in, I think, is very, very helpful in keeping yourself sane and organized. Another essential is a bag for your shoes. Now, I used to keep them in like gallon-sized bags, but again, they were getting wasted. I'm like, why don't I invest in something? Except for then, I ordered a pair of Toms from HauteLook. I'm almost embarrassed how much money I spent on HauteLook. But I bought a pair of Toms from there, and it came with this bag. Now, I don't know what it's supposed to be used for. Maybe it's supposed to be used for your Toms, except for I use it for whatever smaller shoes that I'm packing. I'll usually wear the biggest shoes I have, so if I'm bringing tennis shoes, I'll wear those on the flight, and then I'll pack like maybe a pair of heels in here or a pair of sandals, whatever. And it just kind of keeps them protected so they're not, again, the bottoms of them aren't touching all the rest of your things in there. You can use, again, you can use anything. Like I said, you can use gallon-sized Ziploc bags or just store bags, whatever, but just something to protect your belongings from the dirt and the germs. Another organizing essential, some sort of bag for your jewelry. Now, I have a few different things. I used to have this one thing that opened, and it was really all these different compartments for your jewelry, but since then, I don't really, like I said, I don't bring that much jewelry with me. I've really pared it down, which I'm proud of, and it's really hard to do, but so I've since gotten rid of that, and I've got a few things that I like to use, usually not all at the same time. This I picked up in Chinatown in, I think, Chicago. I've had it for a while, you can tell, but it's just a little, almost like a fortune cookie that squeezes and you can open it. I put like my studs or small necklaces, whatever, in here. It's perfect, it stays in there, and then I can toss it in any bag. I've been using this bobble bar bag. It's just a bracelet came in it, I think, a long time ago, or maybe a necklace, but it just cinches closed just to keep all my jewelry together. I used to have it so that, you know, like maybe I would have a statement necklace in my makeup bag and then the rest of it in a different bag. Now I just keep it all together so I know exactly what to look for when I'm trying to get dressed in the morning. I also kept like wantable. I think I got a statement necklace in here. This one's good for that too, but I like to have a couple options but not too many because I did have a lot, but I've since again pared them down and gotten rid of a lot. Another essential is packing cubes. These I still haven't used, you'll see, but I recently hauled them in a like a holiday wish list video type thing, and these are from Eagle Creek, and they're like their compression ones. So you can roll up your clothes and then stick them in one of the bags. And then you do the second zipper, which squeezes it down to half the size. The amount that I am able to pack with something like this, I mean, it's literally half the size. And then on top of that, it's just, oh my gosh, I just love them. And I think they will completely revolutionize the way that I pack my clothes, but it also keeps everything together because my struggle I have is that I'll roll up clothes, but then I'll use like the straps to kind of like tighten them in and hold them in, but then like some of them will shoot out the side because I have a lot of clothes packed in there. And so this is just going to keep everything more streamlined and again, easier to find. And I love they have a few different sizes, they have different colors. You can get the ones that are not compression, and there's a million brands. I usually buy mine through eBags because you can use Ebates for it and get cash back. That's really the only reason I buy it from there. But I love them so much and I'm so excited to use them. I'm so excited to use them. Obviously another essential is a good makeup bag. Now I have two that I out of the like 15 makeup bags I had, these are the 2 that I ended up keeping, and I got rid of all the other ones because I realized that I always ended up using the same ones anyway, so why did I have the others? This is one from Vera Bradley, and I'm not really big into Vera Bradley, but I got it in Disney World and it has little Mickeys on it, so that is why. But what I love about it, and my advice to you, is to get one that is big enough. I will usually use one that's a little bit smaller and then I can't fit anything in it. Or I can fit everything in it, but it's filled to the brim and I'm trying to fit my deodorant in there too, etc. And it's just too much, and I want it to be able to be big enough so that when I'm getting ready in the morning I can kind of have it open and I can see everything that I'm using and see when it's packed in tight. I have to take everything out, get ready for the day, then put it all back in. If it's big enough and if it opens wide enough, you can see it all as it is without having to rearrange a lot. So I love this. It was a really good investment, certainly well made, and I love that the inside is wipeable. Another one that I kept is this Sonia Kashuk. I think it was called the Completely Organized bag. They have bigger versions of this now at Target. They have different colors, different patterns, but the idea behind these bags is that there are a ton of compartments. What I love is that there's the big one, and inside there's another zipper in there, and then there's like these little side pockets there. Then in the front there's a small zipper, and in there, oh no, there's not another thing in there. But then between this zipper and this zipper, there's another compartment. On the back, there are 2 separate compartments right there. On the sides, you can stick some things. I mean, there's just so many compartments, it's comical. You can't even use them all. But I love that about it. I love that I can keep like pencil liners and all those thin things in the front, and then all my like foundation and bigger things. This is great for me for like weekend trips and things like that. You could also use this for your jewelry and hair stuff and things like that as well. The bigger ones you can fit even more in, which I love, but oh, I love it. Another essential that I didn't have for a long time and I recently got and I use is like a straightening, heating pouch. If you bring a straightener, or I usually bring a curling wand or anything like that with you, these are really helpful because for me, I'm usually, the day we're checking out of a hotel, I'm trying to get ready, and then the last thing I do is my hair, and then it's too hot to pack, and so I'm like terrified that I'm gonna burn my clothes or burn my suitcase when I put it in there. This alleviates that stress. It's made for that. You just stick it right in, even if it's piping hot. In the back, you can tuck in, you can put a brush or combs, whatever, or you could even tuck in the cord in there, which is what I do. But I love it, and I got this for like $5.99 at either Marshall's or TJ Maxx. They have tons of these there, every brand you can imagine. I mean, but it's one of those really cheap investments that, again, makes your travel so much easier. I feel like all of these things are so, you can get them so inexpensively, and they really transform the way that you organize and pack. And if you do travel as much as I do, or as much as, or more than I do, which is very possible, it just really, it makes your traveling so much more fun because you feel like a professional, like, yes, I know what I'm doing. I know where everything is. I know how it's organized. And it's just such a great feeling, and it makes you feel that much more at ease, especially if you're in a place where you don't speak the language or you are just uncomfortable for whatever reason. New places can be scary, but knowing that you at least have control of your luggage and how you pack, it can be really, I think, a very calming thing. Hopefully that was helpful. I feel like I just jumped around, but I could say so much about organization when it comes to travel. If you liked this type of organization video, please give this a thumbs up so I know. And if you have any more recommendations for other organization type videos, let me know, because I love doing these kinds of videos and I would love to do more of them. So hopefully that was helpful, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye. Videos, but I mean, these are like $2.99 or something like that. I mean, they're so cheap and they're so pigmented, it's crazy. And then this is the MAC Retro Matte Lipstick in All Fired Up. This is one that I cannot stop wearing. It is the most perfect blue toned red, although I'm seeing on camera it's not looking as blue tone, but it really is. I just love this. I found it at a cosmetics company outlet, at an outlet mall near me, and I am so excited. Oh, I love it so much.